Happy Thursday. Phil Lindemann with your midday news on Krystal 93. Powder hounds got jammed up at the Eisenhower Tunnel this morning, just after 8, when westbound I-70 closed for about 1 hour for an accident. No injuries reported. No serious injuries reported from multiple accidents yesterday in the Vail area when 30 miles of interstate closed between Copper and Vail. Hundreds of families are on childcare waitlists in Summit, and teachers are leaving for restaurant gigs or cheaper towns.
That's the big question and concern with any of these new facilities or expansions. It's like, how are we going to staff?
That was Kelly Owens with Breck Town Council. She and other officials agree childcare is the next big crisis in Summit.
Each of the centers are down 1 to 4 staff positions. This was Wednesday. Today, it's 3 to 4, each center.
For parents, cost can be overwhelming. Hundreds of dollars per month per child. But help is growing. Frisco has launched a new childcare tuition assistance program. It's open to families in Frisco and Copper. Apply at frisco-childcare.com. If your child is lucky enough to be at childcare, at least COVID restrictions are lifting.
All the childcare centers will follow what the school district has done. So based off of an exposure letter compared to a quarantine. So that gives a ton of relief to our centers. It basically enters us back into a stage that we were previously of if your kid is sick, don't send them to school.
That was Austin Deneen with Town of Breck. Summit Public Health will recommend restrictions again if caseload spikes. For a third straight year, short-term rentals outgunned hotels in Frisco. This trend did start before the pandemic. STRs made 12% more in 2019, 100% more in 2020, and 171% more last year. But Frisco's also been losing hotel rooms. The Alpine Inn converted to workforce housing last year, and the old Baymont Inn was under renovation. It did recently reopen as the Summit Suites. Town of Minturn is suing a developer for tens of millions for a bait and switch. The Vail Daily reports on the lawsuit against Battle Mountain development companies. They promised to build more than 700 units in and around town, plus water storage and dirt trails, but only if the town annexed their land. The town made good on their promise. They allege the developers did not. A skier from Gypsum says Beaver Creek can do revolutionary things by opening select runs to skiers only. In a letter to the Vail Daily, the skier suggests the new McCoy Park area at Beaver Creek, home to rolling blues and greens with big long flats in between. Says the skier, the Forest Service should make it mandatory. We could ski and still live to see tomorrow. Avalanche danger is considerable today in the Vail Summit County zone and across the state. Your problems are storm slab and persistent slab. Forecasters are preaching restraint today. Keep it low angle and low consequence. In sports, the Nuggets beat the Kings last night, 106-100. Today, the Avalanche play the Hurricanes at 5. The Nuggets face the Warriors at 8 on TNT. Team USA won its first alpine skiing medal of the Winter Paralympics, silver for Thomas Charles Walsh of Vail racing giant slalom. That brings the team total to 14 medals. China leads with 32. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz & Associates with American Family in Dillon. Spots are still open for the Steep Goalies Gauntlet. It's like the A-Basin Enduro, except in the Steep Goalies. The Gauntlet is a fundraiser for the Summit County Rescue Group, and it happens tomorrow at A-Basin. Cost is $200 at arapahoebasin.com. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.